law number 2 in the 44 laws of how to deal with toxic baby mamas in family court is establish boundaries before they establish you. If you don't set the rules of engagement, she will. So the lesson in this is that toxic baby mamas do not operate in fairness. What she operates in is access and control. That's it. She wants to control the situation, and she wants to have access to limiting your control. She want to run the whole show. But if you don't define the borders of your castle, so to speak, she will storm the gates daily and camp in your living room. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, she gonna get real comfortable in your living room too. And you can't look at boundaries like an act of being rude or being cruel or anything like that, or being messy. You can't do that. Don't look at it like that. Boundaries are acts of self-defense. At the end of the day, you're defending yourself. So every time you fail to set a boundary, you are silently agreeing to live under her rules. That's it. And I know you don't want that, because she gonna make them up as she go along. So a couple examples that I would say when dealing with boundaries: pickup times. You know, when you pick up your child, whether they're at your house or at her house, if you gotta go pick her up, pick your daughter up, pick your son up. If you don't define the pickup times, she's gonna decide them for you. You know what I mean? She's gonna decide the grace period, because usually a grace period is usually about 30 minutes. So if you decide, she say, hey, or you say, hey, look. If you say, look, I'll be ready to drop them off at 6 o'clock. You usually have between 6 o'clock and 6:30 as a grace period to meet with her. If she's at 6:45, 7 o'clock, 7:30, she should have had text you and let you know she was going to be late. So if you don't define those type of times and let her know, look, I got 30 minutes after this. Like, listen, we both don't want to waste time. At 6 o'clock, can you be there by 6:30? In between that time. Because genuinely, when you say 6 o'clock or you say a certain time, it ain't going to be that. It may be a little bit over. It may be 6:07. It may be 6:12. That's why I say the grace period is the 30-minute time limit. It's just 30 minutes. The other thing is, if you don't define the communication channels, she blow your phone up whenever she wants to. So that means if she's mad that you left the child's shirt, socks, underwear, coat, some stuff for school, lunchbox, hair barrettes, brush, whatever it is, she gonna be mad about it, because she petty like that. You need to let her know, listen, after a certain time, I'm not even answering my phone. You can text me all you want to. You're not getting a response. You know what I'm saying? You got a certain time during the day where I'll respond to you. After that, save that for the next day, because I ain't answering. Another thing is, if you don't define financial limits, she gonna bleed you dry and then accuse you of not doing enough. That's a trick they all play. They're gonna make it seem like you don't do enough. So if you don't let them know, listen, I got $100 on this bill, or I got $100 on uniforms, paying for uniforms, paying for fees, whatever it is, field trip, whatever it is, let her know I got this amount. You need to come up with something, I come up with something. Because if not, she just gonna bleed you for it. And then try to play you and act and make it seem like you're not doing nothing. I would say the keys to success in establishing boundaries is that you gotta set them early. You gotta set them early in the relationship. Early after y'all break up. Best case scenario, you do it during mediation. That way you have some documentation. Because if you don't do it while there's a witness there and people signing off and a document and it's being documented, then you run the risk of her just not caring about your word at all. And who gonna stop her? Who gonna stop her, boo? You know what I'm saying? Nobody. She definitely ain't gonna respect you for it. So it's better to do it during mediation or whenever there's some attorneys available that can sign off and a judge can sign off for it. But the first time she crosses that line is the moment that you gotta enforce it. You have to, or she gonna run you over. And the way that I look at it is like this. If you establish boundaries late, it looks like you're selfish and being petty. So you got to do it early. If you establish boundaries early, it looks like you're establishing some discipline also, which makes it a little bit cleaner. If you establish boundaries late, it's going to look like you're being petty. If you establish boundaries early, it's going to look like you have some discipline and you're trying to do this the right way. I would say that's number one. Number two is you got to keep those boundaries consistent. Because once you bend the rules once, she learns that the rules don't exist anymore. It's like children. As soon as you let them get away with something, as soon as you think that it's cute that they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing because they look cute doing it, they're going to keep doing it. Same goes for her. Once you bend the rules, once you let her bend the rules, she realizes your rules and your word means zero. And she gonna bend them until they break. So just stay consistent. The third thing is, if you're gonna enforce the boundaries, you gotta do it being calm. You gotta be calm about it. You gotta be smooth about it. Because boundaries are broken when you argue. Once you raise your voice, change your tone, talk at her, not to her, she's not gonna listen to you. Bad enough she might not listen to you in general. She's definitely not gonna listen to anything you have to say if you mad. Because she's gonna focus on you yelling at her in the argument. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna enforce with calm, short, factual statements. In the text message, you're gonna say, hey, look, we only need to communicate by text. That's it. I think it's best that we just communicate by text. You don't need to call me, I don't need to call you. You don't even have to say that part. Just say, I think it's best that we need to communicate by text. If there's a drop-off period, you say, hey, the drop-off is at 6. It doesn't need to be earlier or later. If it is, 30 minutes is cool. But the bottom line to all of this is, you back boundaries with documentation. You put them in writing, they go in a court order, and you keep the receipts to anything that you do. Because at the end of the day, boundaries are only as strong as your proof. And I'm gonna just end it with this. If you don't set boundaries for your toxic BM, then all you're doing is inviting chaos in your life. Because she will not stop at what is fair. She don't care about what's fair. She barely care anything about you. She definitely don't care about being fair. She will not respect what you hope for. Remember on the last one, I told you that even if you don't like each other, as a man, we genuinely just want some peace. And we still want a cool relationship with our BM, even if we don't like them. So if you do not protect your boundaries, she will not respect what you hope for. She will push until you gotta push back. That's the only way that's gonna stop her. It'll slow her down, put it that way. It's probably not gonna stop her, but it's going to slow her down. You gotta push back. She can smell if you just want peace and you're trying to avoid her, and you're trying to avoid any type of conflict. She can smell it. And she gonna try to tear you up after that. So always understand, the man who establishes boundaries rules his own peace. And the man that avoids them becomes a servant in his own story. That's it, man. I catch y'all on the next one. Later.